Back in 2011, I got this LEGO City boat, set number 4642. It wasn't my first LEGO set, but it's one of my absolute favourites from growing up, although sadly over the years it kind of got broken apart and mixed into my massive LEGO collection. But now that I'm building my LEGO City again, I really want this boat back. But instead of just buying another one off eBay, I'm going to see if I can rebuild it, because after all I should still have all the parts, hopefully. Step 1, the instructions. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to LEGO manuals. I've got 5 big heavy boxes full of them, some going all the way back to 2008 and maybe even older. Honestly, I should start getting fit from just lifting these things, they're so heavy. I'll probably throw away a couple that I don't really need to keep now that LEGO make almost everything available digitally, but that's a job for another day. I didn't find the instructions for this boat though, instead I came across a bunch of other old sets, so maybe those will be the future rebuild projects. Now it's time to dig through my parts collection to see what I already have and what else I might need to buy again. Luckily, mine's really well organised. I've actually made a few videos showing how I sort and store everything, and it definitely paid off, because finding what I needed was way easier than I expected. By the way, what's one of your favourite LEGO sets from when you were younger? Tell me in the comments, I'd love to know which sets people are still thinking about all these years later. I could have grabbed a complete pre-owned one for as cheap as £10 on eBay, and honestly that's a pretty good price, but that felt lazy and half the fun is in the hunt. I'm definitely missing a handful of pieces, about 6 in total, but getting most of them is easy thanks to BrickLink. The tricky part is the sticked elements. I'm missing 2 of those, and that's where it gets tough. Of course you can buy the plain bricks in new condition, but then you're missing out on the original stickers. Or you could order used stickered parts, but then there's no guarantee they're in good shape. They could be scratched or peeling. In the end, I ordered what I needed, including pre-owned stickered pieces and brand new unstickered backups, just in case the used ones turn out a bit rough. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Brad and this is Daily Weekly Builds. I do LEGO City updates, set reviews, and fun rebuild projects just like this. If that's your thing, hit subscribe down below so you don't miss the next rebuild project, or consider becoming a channel member. Members get their name printed on a LEGO brick which I'll add to my LEGO City, and you can help fund future projects, because as we all know, LEGO ain't cheap. Before I jump into building, I'm going to give a couple of these older bricks a bit of a quick clean. Most of my parts are new and shiny, but a few pieces are definitely showing their age. After all, this set first came out in 2011. That's 14 years ago. By the way, if you do a lot of rebuilding and sorting, something I found super useful is my Rebrickable Desk Mat. It's not a sponsor, but I do have an affiliate link and discount code if you're interested. The mat's high quality, protects your desk, and has a quick guide to LEGO colours and common part numbers. It makes figuring out shapes and sizes so much easier. I'll drop the link and code below if you want to check it out. And here it is, all finished. Wow, it was a quick, easy build, of course it would be. There's not too many parts to it, it's not too complicated, but it does just look so good. And I think, honestly, this design still holds up to today's standards. LEGO could still release a set just like this, and it would sell really well. And I mean, this set was called Fishing Boat, but I think it looks far too luxury for that. It's more like a mini yacht than a fishing boat. Of course, it does have the fishing rod around the back. The stickers do add nice detailing, and considering my stickers, especially on the boat hull here, 14 years old, I've been in water, I've been through it. You can see the boat hull here of mine is a little bit scuffed, but the stickers are still holding up, so that's pretty good. Well done. Good quality stickers from LEGO. Got the fishing rod on the back here. I am missing the string, so you could attach some string to it, which came with the original set, and then obviously you could cast the line, catch your fish, and then maybe even catch a shark, because that was included as well. But without it, it still gets to look just fine. And hey, like I said, if you think this is too luxury for a fishing boat, you can easily just take off your fishing rod, and then there you go. Off you go on your sailing adventures. It comes with 2 minifigures, and we'll take a close look at those in a moment, but if we just move those out of the way to get into the interior details, well, there really isn't any interior details, and this isn't really designed to be removed, but it's a shame because that's like maybe the only negative about this set is that, yeah, you got space here. It's not really tall enough to stand a minifigure, except maybe the kid. No, so you'd have to like lay them down, but that's the perfect place to put a couple tiles, a couple plates, just to do a suggestion of like a bed or something. You know, that's the only improvement I think I could make for a set at this price point and this style. I think that would just use that space a bit better. But otherwise, what you see is what you get. It's got all the indicator lights on there, got a little life preserver ring on the front, more sticker detailing, suggesting some sort of storage compartment. But it just looks good, doesn't it? I like the colour scheme. The dark blue, the red, the white. It's clean, it's modern, it looks great. Taking a close look at the minifigures then, we've got a father and son duo in this set. Pretty standard Lego City style minifigures. Again, these could easily be released this year and you wouldn't even know that they're old. Although the only giveaway that they are slightly older is the life jackets that they're wearing. Lego have actually changed the Lego City style life jacket design twice since this design first came back out. Kind of slightly puffier, and it brings me back memories. If you take that off, we can see what the torso looks like underneath. Just nice printing on the shirt, only on the front though, nothing on the back, and just basic blue jeans. These figures don't have any alternate faces or anything, and then same for the kid. If we take off his life jacket, we can see he's just wearing a casual hoodie underneath and some printing on the back. So I guess you could easily take off their life jackets and they can be regular city folk after they've done their day out on the boat. And the shark is just a Lego shark. I mean, Lego have changed the design again of this to something a bit more better maybe, but this is kind of nostalgic and old school. Comparing it to a more recent Lego City boat, just looking at the two boats, minifigures aside, you can easily see that they share a lot of things in common. For a start, they use the same boat hull piece, the one that can actually float in water, so that's a lot of fun. Even the design standard, I think this one from 2024 here is quite minimal. It's pretty basic, but it does use that interior space by simply adding a couple tiles to make a suggestion of a bed, which uses up that interior space quite nicely. And put these two side by side, yeah, they could easily both be released this year, or if I didn't tell you how old this set was, you probably wouldn't think it's an old one. You might think, oh, I didn't know that was a new set. But the more recent boat here doesn't have any stickers. It does have this big sail on top and a couple of printed elements, but that's about it. If you do want this boat, it's still super affordable. Like I said, I've seen many options on eBay and Vinted for around £10, which is great. But if you want one sealed in box, then they're pretty hard to find, and I've seen one for over £57. Especially when you remember it only cost $13.99 when it first came out back in 2011, and Lego sets, like boats these days, Lego City sets tend to go for about £18, so still pretty expensive if you buy it brand new sealed in box. But buying the parts even from BrickLink, if you don't have it yet, even cheaper. The moral of the story is to always check your parts collection, because you'll probably be surprised what you've already got. This was such a fun trip back to 2011, and it just goes to show you don't need to rebuy parts if you've already got them hiding somewhere. But now that I finished this one, I do want to rebuild more Lego sets from my childhood. I've got plenty of the instructions, I've still got some of the parts surely. So make sure you're subscribed and become a channel member, because remember those perks, they do sound pretty cool. What old Lego set would you rebuild from your childhood? Tell me in the comments. But now that it's finished, there are a couple things I want to do. Wow, look at that, 14 years later and it's back on the water. It still floats, it's still got it. And now the other exciting part is to place it in my Lego City. Here we go. Ah, perfect. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with your friends.